As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Giants sit 5-10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he stopped immediately there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Cunningham looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the end around with Robinson. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Wan'Dale Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Barkley pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball, because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Cunningham to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And that one complete to Hodgins. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That'll be caught by Kupp. Hang on here, we got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Giants 35, Rams 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Azeez Ojulari has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Cunningham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down, Rams.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Short throw, it's Higbee. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down and 6. Now Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Warriors 17.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Cunningham. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Cunningham. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Come on.
Back to throw. Cunningham. Open man is Atwell. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Panther Street. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Gets by him at the 25. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 12. And a Rams first down.
Teamwork. Mustang 19.
Throwing on first down. Cunningham. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley gets around him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Nick Hampton able to make that stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now it's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Barkley inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional look.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
51-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, smash Bronco!
He'll find Hodgins there complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Cunningham looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A toss out to Barkley. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second and 11 now.
A handoff. Barkley running left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that?